Welcome back to the Bell Curve. Today, Retro Racers, we're buckling up for Mario Kart 64 on the Nintendo 64, a game that even after all these years, I firmly believe stands as the absolute best in the Mario Kart series. Stick with me as I race through 10 rock-solid reasons why Mario Kart 64 outraces its successors like Double Dash, Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 8. With its perfect blend of charm, challenge and chaos, this 1996 classic, or 97 for us in Europe, still holds the checkered flag. So let's hit the gas and dive into why Mario Kart 64 is the king of kart racing. Reason number 1, the 3D revolution. When Mario Kart 64 dropped, it was a massive step up from the Super Nintendo's Super Mario Kart. The original used Mode 7 to fake a 3D effect, but Mario Kart 64 brought full polygonal tracks that felt alive. Courses like Moo Moo Farm with its rolling hills or Royal Raceway with its castle backdrop had a depth that was mind-blowing at the time. Compare that to Double Dash on the GameCube, which amped up the colour but sometimes felt cluttered with its dual rider gimmick. Mario Kart 8 on the Switch looks stunning, no question, with its HD polish and anti-gravity tracks, but it can almost feel too slick, like it's trying to dazzle rather than focus on raw racing fun. Mario Kart 64 visuals strike a perfect balance. Simple enough to stay timeless, detailed enough to feel immersive. Reason number 2, masterful track design. Mario Kart 64's 16 courses are a masterclass in variety and balance. From its sprawling neon-lit chaos of Rainbow Road to the tight tactical turns of Frappy Snowland, every track has its own personality. You've got Sea and Sunshine at Koopa Troopa Beach, the hazardous shortcuts of Wario Stadium, and the pure mayhem of Bowser's Castle with its lava pits and thwomps. Each one feels like a distinct challenge, whether you're racing solo or battling with friends. Compare that to Double Dash, where the tracks like Baby Park are fun but repetitive, or Mario Kart 8, where the sheer volume of courses, 48 in the deluxe version, can make some feel less memorable. Mario Kart 64 keeps it lean, with every track earning its place in your memory. Reason number 3, pitch-perfect controls. Mario Kart 64 nailed a handling system that feels responsive yet forgiving. The N64's analog stick gave you precise control of your kart, whether you're drifting as lightweight Yoshi or muscling through as heavy-hitting Bowser, power sliding around corners to snag a speed boost that felt intuitive but required practice to master. Later entries like Mario Kart DS tightened controls for handheld precision, which worked great but could feel a bit clinical. Mario Kart 8 leans hard into accessibility, making it easy for anyone to pick up, but sometimes less rewarding for skilled players. Mario Kart 64 strikes that sweet spot where new players can have fun, but pros can flex their mastery. Reason number 4, the multiplayer. 4-player split-screen racing was a revelation in the 90s, gathering friends around a CRTV, shouting as you lobbed a green shell or got nailed by a blue shell. Those moments defined gaming back then. Sure, the frame rate could dip with 4 players, but that was all part of the charm. You'd be shaming your buddy's terrible driving skills right there on split-screen. No footage needed to prove it. Double Dash tried to innovate with its co-op kart mechanic, but it felt fiddly and less pure. Mario Kart 8's online play is fantastic, but it lacks the raw, in-person energy of Mario Kart 64's couch chaos. Nothing beats those late-night N64 battles. Reason number 5, battle mode. Mario Kart 64's battle tracks, like Block Force and Double Deck, are pure genius. These multi-level arenas were built for balloon-popping mayhem, with tight corridors and open spaces for perfect ambushing of friends with shells or bananas. The simplicity of 3 balloons per player and last kart standing rules made every match intense. Double Dash's battle mode felt like an afterthought, with less memorable stages, and while Mario Kart 8 brought back dedicated battle arenas in its deluxe version, they don't match the raw thrill of Mario Kart 64's Block Fort showdowns. Reason number 6, item balance. Mario Kart 64 struck a near-perfect balance between skill and randomness. Red shells homed in just enough to be dangerous, but could be dodged with a well-timed banana or a sharp turn. The lightning bolt was a rare game-changer, and the blue shell making its debut here felt fairer than in later games like Mario Kart 8, where it seems to punish the leader excessively. Double Dash's special items like Bowser's giant shell were fun, but often unbalanced, giving certain characters an edge. Mario Kart 64's items reward strategy, while keeping the chaos that makes the series so addictive. Reason number 7, its timeless soundtrack. Koji Kondo's soundtrack for Mario Kart 64 is packed with earworms. The upbeat bounce of Moo Moo Farm, the eerie menace of Bowser's Castle, the triumphant pulse of Rainbow Road, every track's theme sticks with you. Compared to Double Dash, where the music is solid but less iconic, or Mario Kart 8, which has a more orchestral but sometimes overly polished sound. Mario Kart 64's MIDI tunes have a retro charm that's instantly nostalgic. They're simple, catchy, and perfectly matched to each course's theme. Reason number 8, the character roster. Mario Kart 64 gave us 8 racers: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Wario and Bowser, each with distinct handling stats. Lightweights like Toad were zippy but fragile, heavyweights like Wario were slow but could bully other players off the track. It was simple but effective, letting you pick a playstyle that suited you. Double Dash doubled up on characters per kart, which was novel but diluted individual character charm. Mario Kart 8's massive roster, with dozens of characters including obscure picks like Pink Gold Peach, feels bloated by comparison. Mario Kart 64's tight lineup keeps things focused. Reason number 9, replayability. Mario Kart 64's Grand Prix mode, with its 50cc, 100cc and 150cc difficulties, plus the unlockable extra mode with mirrored tracks, gave solo players plenty to race on. Add in time trials for chasing personal bests and the endless fun of multiplayer, and you've got a game where you can return for years. Mario Kart DS introduced missions, which were a nice twist, but Double Dash's co-op focus felt limiting for solo players. Mario Kart 8's online leaderboards are great, but the core experience doesn't have the same pick-up-and-play simplicity that makes Mario Kart 64 endlessly replayable. Reason number 10, cultural impact. Mario Kart 64 didn't just define kart racing, it defined a generation of multiplayer gaming. It was the game you brought to sleepovers, the one that sparked rivalries and friendships alike. Its influence is felt in every Mario Kart that followed, from the blue shell to the drifting mechanics. Double Dash tried to shake things up with its dual rider system, but it never became the cultural touchstone that Mario Kart 64 was. Mario Kart 8 is a modern juggernaut, especially with the deluxe version selling millions, but it builds on the foundations Mario Kart 64 laid. So there we have it, 10 reasons why Mario Kart 64 remains the undisputed champion of the Mario Kart series. Sure, Double Dash brought co-op flair, and Mario Kart 8 delivers jaw-dropping visuals and online polish, but neither captures the raw, unfiltered joy of Mario Kart 64. It's the perfect blend of skill, strategy and chaos, whether you're drifting through Choco Mountain, or laughing as you send a friend's kart into the void on Rainbow Road. Thanks for joining me on this retro ride. If you've got your own memories of Mario Kart 64, those split-screen shaming sessions, or that time you finally nailed a shortcut, drop them in the comments. Until next time, keep racing, and I'll see you on the track.